Every month for the last year, we've been recognizing people right here in Northeast Kansas who are making their communities a better place. And we thank them by giving them a Jefferson Award. Each month we give the winners a medal and the opportunity to share their story about how they are making a difference. And we only find out about these winners because people just like you watching right now nominate them on KSNT.com. Then each month a selection committee chooses the winners. Last year we had a little over 24 winners because several local couples won the award together. And tonight it's time to introduce you to our most recent winner. And every day we are in awe of our healthcare heroes risking their lives during this pandemic, including the man you're about to meet. Just as coronavirus was affecting the biggest city in America, there was a doctor in the heart of America who all of a sudden found himself catching a bad case of altruism.
I just had this gut feeling that I had to be more involved than I was being involved here, just sitting back and not doing anything.
That's when Dr. Steve Short from Manhattan, Kansas decided he was going to take a trip from the Little Apple to the Big Apple.
This was a very scary time. I wasn't sure I was going to come back.
His kids didn't necessarily agree given the risks, with Dr. Short being in his 60s.
I said to my wife, I said, before I leave, I just have to go by and see him. And it was such a sterile time. It was so emotionally sterile that they were standing on one side of the driveway, I was on the other, and my grandsons had a sign, a long sign, "We love you, Grandpa," and "Good luck," and you know, bye. And then my oldest grandson, who's 12, just ran up to me and hugged me, broke ranks, and said, "I'm going to do it anyway." Yeah. So it was really emotional that happened, and my son, he as well, ended up coming and give me a big hug.
After one emotional goodbye, Dr. Short would soon find himself dealing with dozens more as he arrived in New York.
I was in the middle of he's crazy disease, and everybody was dying.
Not only was Dr. Short smack dab in the middle of a city hit hardest by coronavirus, but he was the only pulmonologist at the New York hospital he was volunteering at.
It was the most exhausting time I've ever had, and I've trained hard and I've worked hard all my life, and I've never worked that hard.
For a man who spent more than 30 years in the medical field, there he was caring for the sickest patients under the most demanding conditions, reminding all of us that not all heroes wear capes, but some do wear masks, and some are named Dr. Short. And one thing Dr. Short told me was it's been rough, because you can imagine he saw a lot of hard things. He saw a lot of death. And so one thing he does to cope with that is he does art, and he's very, very good at it. I have some clips I want to show you real quick. Here's one of the things he drew when he first got there. That's of the New York City skyline. He also drew a lot of the folks that he actually met, a lot of the other people who are volunteering as well. So truly just one of the ways that he goes about coping with this unbelievable situation that he was in. But hey, remember, if you know someone like Dr. Short that deserves to win a Jefferson Award, make sure to nominate them at KSNT.com. I'd love to meet them and show their story.